What's up, you beauties? Welcome to another High and Wide Hockey YouTube channel post-game show. The Flyers absolutely steal 2 points from the Ottawa Senators in Ottawa tonight by a final score of 5-4, with the overtime winner coming via Matvei Michkov. Man, what a just that game was 4-2 in the third period. The Flyers are getting outshot by 20, 25 shots. And I'm thinking to myself, do I turn this off and go watch the rest of the Eagles? Do I not even do a post game tonight? Because it was a kind of a miserable game to watch. But holy crap, what a finish. We were talking about the other night being a good, ugly win. Mr. Twitzer with probably the comment of the night. That's the ugliest win I've seen in years. And look, they didn't quit. That's a grinded out win, I guess. Like they were out. I don't know what the final shots were. Let's calm down and let's get to the structure of the show, because I'm a little excited myself here. Let's get to what happened in tonight's game. Flyers were outshot 37-19 tonight, and I know Fedotov gave up 4 goals, but you heard the guys during the broadcast, JJ and Bush. Fedotov made some stellar saves at key moments in this game to send it to overtime, a couple in the overtime, and the Flyers were able to steal 2 points. And you need a goalie. You need big saves on a night like this to steal those points. So let's kind of get to the game a little bit here. The Flyers they took the lead early in this game. Travis Sanheim opened the scoring for the Flyers with a nice little, I think it was a shot from, let's watch it. I have the goal here, so let's get to the goal. Travis Sanheim from Emil Andre.
Got the puck to the point. Harris is playing some great hockey. There's a shot. They score! Flyers got the...
So it doesn't look like much. Puck squirts out to Andre, who quickly gets it over to Sanheim, who, just puts a shot on goal. I'm not even sure this should have... this is an ugly goal by Olmark standards, but it's a goal nonetheless. Let's watch it one more time.
Harris is playing some great hockey. There's a shot. They score!
So Flyers take the lead. Less than 3 minutes into the game, Travis Sanheim puts them up 1-0. I believe Ottawa came back to tie it up 1-1 and would go up 2-1, I believe. And we're just taking it to the Flyers for the entire game. The Flyers were able to get a couple fortuitous goals in transition. We'll get to those. Let's get to them now. So the second goal of the game comes via Travis Konechny. And here you go.
There to prevent Sanheim from going in on a break. Here's a pass ahead. Konechny's got it. The breakaway. There goes. Johnny scores! Konechny's got it. The break.
Nice stretch pass to TK. Stays on side. And at this point, the Flyers are getting outshot 27-6. And, heading into the second period, the Flyers were outshot 14-3. So you're kind of thinking, all right, they're out of this. They come out of the first, tied 1-1. We know that the second periods this season have been a problem for the Flyers. So, I wasn't thinking good thoughts heading into the second. And Ottawa goes up 2-1, and you're thinking, okay, this is kind of how I figured things were going to go. And Travis Konechny is able to tie this one up late in the second period with 1 minute and 13 seconds left. Let's watch the goal one more time for you guys.
Prevent Sanheim from going in on a break. Here's a pass ahead. Konechny's got it. The breakaway. There goes. Johnny scores! Travis Konechny beating Omar.
So the Flyers head into the second period, tied 2-2, and getting miserably outshot at this point. Outshot, outplayed. It's just not a fun game to watch, but fortunately or unfortunately, the score was close, so they kept you watching, right? 2-2 heading into the third, and then it would be much of the same. 2 straight periods, Ottawa kept the Flyers' first line out for over 90 seconds, so they were kind of just grinding the Flyers down all night at the beginning of each period, just grinding them down to a pulp. And they ended up taking a 2-goal lead, I believe, midway through the third period. And it almost felt like the game with the Sharks and the Flyers on Monday night, where the Flyers kind of let the Sharks hang around. They didn't really put them away kind of thing. And that kind of happened again tonight. But the roles were kind of switched a little bit. The Flyers didn't really show much fight offensively, but when they had opportunities, they took them. So I've had a lot of fun watching a guy by the name of Anthony Richard. And he scored tonight. His second goal in 4 games, had himself a 2-point night. Let's get to the goal.
That one, puck comes across, Richard scores!
Not the prettiest, but when you're getting outshot by 22 shots and you get a free shot on net like that and it goes in, it doesn't matter how pretty it is, right? That brings the Flyers to within 1 with 9 minutes, 21 seconds left. And at this point, you got to think, all right, well, we made it this far. We're down by a goal. Why not just go for it, right? So let's watch the Richard goal one more time. I think this is a pass from either Zamula or Brink that ends up making its way to Richard here. And he just buries it.
To tell about that one, puck comes across, Richard scores!
So yeah, it was a pass from Zamula, and then Bobby Brink kind of scoots it over one more time to Richard. And, Omar, that was the 11th shot on goal, the 3rd goal that snuck past him. I think, what they say is true sometimes, right? When a goalie doesn't see a lot of action, they would almost prefer more shots on goal to stay more focused, to stay more in the game. And maybe that was the case there. So good for Anthony Richard. That at that point was his 3rd point in his 4th game played with the Flyers in the regular season. Look, I was on Dobber Prospects the other day, and for all you fantasy players out there, while he's up with the Flyers, you might want to stream a player there. He's not going to win you any leagues, but Anthony Richard, I think, can put up a few points. For as long as he's up here. He's not going to be up forever. I mean, he might be if he keeps putting up points like this. He's playing at a point per game pace. So let's get to the 4th and final goal of regulation for the Flyers, and it's Bobby Brink getting on the board, assisted by the aforementioned Anthony Richard.
And finding it is Richard, moving up. Richard, the shot, save, rebound, Brink, he scores! Bobby Brink punches home the rebound. The shot, save, rebound.
You got to love that, right? Like how fired up the team is there. And I think Richard does the right thing. He throws the puck at goal. Bobby Brink also does the right thing, crashes the goal and deposits the rebound. It's 4-4, 7 minutes left in regulation. And then the Flyers eventually get it to overtime. And Matvei Michkov finishes this game off. I don't have the goal here, but let me see if I can get it for you guys. You know what? That might take a little too long. So as you all know by now, Matvei Michkov, Jim Jackson with the call, Matvei Magic Michkov in overtime. The Flyers win 5-4 and take 2 points tonight from Ottawa. I was happy with the 1, but they go ahead and take 2. They improve to 7-8-2 on the year. Let's get to Jim's notes for tonight, huh? And I'm not on the screen, so that's not great. All right, so Flyers Senators, Sean Couturier and Sam Ersson were deemed day-to-day before today's game. During the game, the Flyers were heavily outshot and outplayed. Anthony Richard, a 2-point night, who we talked about. Travis Sanheim, big minutes again. I think he finished close to 30, if not over 30 with the overtime. So let me see. Let me just check that out. Travis Sanheim, 28 minutes played tonight, and he had an assist on the game-winning goal. 3-point night for Travis Sanheim, who's been playing outstanding hockey, a goal and 2 assists for Travis Sanheim. Bobby Brink, a 2-point night, and Matvei Michkov. Michkov magic in the OT. Flyers improved to 7-8-2 on the year. And while tonight, they've looked a little bit more like the Flyers of last year, tonight, not so much. But when you can score 5 goals on a night where you look like, quite frankly, dog shit, wow. It's just one of those wins where you feel like you got to get out of town quick because you shouldn't have had 2 points there. So glad to see the Flyers steal 2 points. Let's get to the standings real quick here. See where they are after another win. Flyers are now 7-8-2, 16 points, 3rd from last in the Metro, but they are tied with the New York Islanders for 5th overall in the Metro division. The Flyers are 6-3-1 in their last 10 games, and they're on a 2-game winning streak. So it's great stuff there. It was a big game. You would have expected Sam Ersson to start tonight. Instead, Ivan Fedotov was sort of thrust into the lineup, but that was kind of what happened over the weekend. I think it was against Tampa Bay last Thursday, where I think Ersson was expected to start, and last minute Fedotov goes and starts. So maybe this is what he needs. Maybe he needs short notice starts here, and he can perform. So with the win tonight, with the point, the Flyers are on a 4-game point streak. They are now 3-0-1 in their last 4 games, and they have a pretty decent home stretch coming up after today. After tonight's game, they come back home to play Buffalo on Saturday, and they'll be home for 5 straight games. 6 of the next 7 games they play will be at the Wells Fargo Center, starting with Buffalo on Saturday. And then next week they have some tough ones in Colorado on Monday, Carolina on Wednesday, and then at home for a 1 p.m. game against Chicago next Saturday. So few winnable games in there, I think. A couple tough ones as well. We'll see where the Flyers stand. Maybe they can get up into the upper echelon, maybe the 5th seed in the Metro Division. But there's not really much else for me to say tonight. Was it an entertaining game overall? I would say no. Flyers put some goals on the board, and they stole 2 points in Ottawa. Let's get the hell out of Dodge, come home, and see what we can do back at home. So I'll keep this one short. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, smash the like button as well. Set alerts for all future episodes, and make sure you check out yesterday's podcast episode on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or right here on YouTube. So for HW Hockey, I'm Jim MICHKOV. Let's go Flyers, and I'll see you guys Saturday night. Good night.